It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tyrone Lowe. This is my show, The Legends. And in the House of the Legends, we have a recording artist. But before I actually get to her, I want to thank everybody that supports me for my show, The Legends. And thanks for the feedback all around the world. And I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. But on the show today, we have somebody that's a recording artist, and she's very spectacular. So I give to you, Beth. How are you doing, Beth?
How are you? Thank you for having me on your show.
I'm so glad to have you on my show, and welcome to my show, The Legends. So we're going to talk about the beginning for you. How did you actually get into the craft of singing? Was it an early age, or was somebody that actually influenced you, or was something that just came about in your life, for you to actually sing it?
That's a great question to start. Mm-hmm. There were influences for me, as well as it being just something natural for me to do. Mm-hmm. My father, the late Johnny Griffith, was one of the Funk Brothers from Motown. So I grew up in a household with just lots of music, hearing him play, hearing him, because he had his own record label and he was an artist as well as being a house musician for Studio A. Mm-hmm. And then also, as a little girl, seeing Whitney Houston and wanting to sing like her and be like her. I could look at her photos and relate to her look because I was tall and thin like that. And just hearing her sing, her voice was so beautiful. So it was the natural aspect of me having the music in my home and then seeing a singer that was out there that was relatable to me. So, yeah.
So tell the viewers, what would you classify your music as? What type of genre?
For music, I love all kinds of music. Mm-hmm. And actually, I am a cross between R&B and pop. So it's a combination of the both. And I've kind of started moving over into the smooth jazz realm now, because that's a lot of fun as well. Mm-hmm. I would love to do country music as well. So I just think I would love to do that. I just feel like I'm a melting pot of music. If I hear a song and I like it, it's rock, whatever, I want to sing.
That's kind of odd because I've interviewed a lot of artists and mm-hmm. nobody actually mentioned country music, and they say country music has a story behind it,
Absolutely.
So you would actually take some of your personal situations and apply it to that?
I would tell all kind of secrets in those songs. But it's fun. Country music is fun, and that's something that I've never done, but I would love to explore that, and I probably will later on.
Any country influences that you really would actually think that you could correspond with?
The one artist that she's not really a country singer, but she loves country music and she has done country music.
Right.
Kelly Clarkson. I had an opportunity to work with her. So I love the way she does country because her country is more like pop country. So I like that. I like how she does.
Yeah, she has a very contemporary style.
Yes.
As far as her style itself.
Yeah.
And you mentioned jazz, so who would be your jazz influence?
In
right
your
now, opinion?
I'm more influenced with the musicianship of the jazz right now. Not really jazz artists. I do love Sarah Vaughan. I mean, she's classic, just incredible. But the smooth jazz, because I'm currently working with jazz artist Najee right now, so I'm more into the musicianship of what jazz does, the smooth jazz does. With smooth jazz artists, though, oftentimes they'll bring in a vocalist to sing on top of their music. And actually, that's what I'm doing with Najee right now. I'm actually touring with him. So
Najee?
Yeah.
The saxophone player.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's very epic.
Yeah, I
You
love
know,
him. He's incredible. And, he's had some vocalists on several singles or albums that he's done. So he'll bring me in and I'll sing some of those songs in his show. And he's been most generous because he's allowed me to share his platform and sing some of my original music in his show as well. So I'm just having a ball working with him.
okay. Name some producers that you've actually worked with. Do you write your own stuff, or are you producing your own music right now, or what are you doing?
So with my music, I own my own record label. So I am over that. And my label is called Anise Records. The producers that I work with, I meet amazing people, and I have met some amazing people. So the producers that I have worked with, Michael J. Powell, who started Chapter 8, and Anita Baker. He did a production on my first album. And Cordell Walton is another producer that I worked with on my first album and still work with him now. He happens to be Charlie Wilson's music director. There's another producer that I work with, and he was on my first album. He did the overall production on my second album, which will be out in the first quarter of 2022. His name is Marcus Devine, and he's a great producer. He's also the music director for the Millennial Tour that's getting ready to go out. It actually starts this weekend, so they'll be touring. Another incredible producer, Eric Bluetooth Griggs, out of LA. He produced No Air with Jordan Sparks and Chris Brown. He did 2 songs on my first album. So Kenny Flav, he's out of Queen Latifah's Flavor Unit. He has a song on my upcoming album that will be released in 2022. So I've been around some great producers. I love how they have helped me discover what my sound is, because as a background singer, you're the sound of the artist that you work with. When you step out to be a solo artist, you actually have to find your own sound and figure out really what works for you, your voice, and what your skill set is. So these producers have been great in helping me find my sound and find my way. So that's so far who I've worked with.
As an artist, how would you like your audience to actually perceive you as far as your energy level? What would you really expect from them to make you have good self-satisfaction as an artist?
Well, the energy level when I'm performing, it just depends on the song. I have some songs that are upbeat, and I have some ballads. So it just depends on what I'm presenting. But I try to give them energy and connect with them, whatever song that I'm doing.
So in any time, have you ever stepped out of your comfort zone?
Every time I hit the stage, I step out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
Because, the part of me that's the background singer is still there and in that comfortable spot. And then the part of me that has to be the lead singer is me pushing and stretching myself to stand up front and entertain an audience, sing to them, deliver to them, and hopefully take them on an experience with each song that they hear me sing. Because each song tells a story.
Right.
And each song is supposed to allow you to listen to the words and to be one with that song, to feel a part of that song if you like it and if you connect with it. So my job as an artist and as a solo artist is to stand up there and to sing to the people and tell them that story and take them on that journey and that experience.
Okay. My question to you is, as it stands stills right now, if you had to actually reinvent yourself to take your craft to another level, how would you actually think that you would go with that?
If I had to reinvent myself, like right now, I like where I am right now.
Okay.
I really do. And I'm in a place where I feel that I can do more. And we're working on that. Me and my team are working on the more part. And then there are times when I'm okay where I am, because I'm kind of okay where I am. I would just like to continue to grow and connect with audiences that see me. And I've had a wonderful time doing that right now. The only major change I would probably do is maybe have started doing this many years ago. Years ago, I focused on education and working a job like most people do. And I didn't really pursue the music because it's such an unstable thing if you decide you want to do it full time. It's stable, it's daunting, It's, it's uncertain, all of those things. And what was certain was working the job. And I did that way longer than I think I should have, and probably should have stepped out and pursued my music career or my dreams and aspirations sooner. So, to go back to your question, maybe reinventing myself. I like where I am now. I'm old enough to do it and young enough, or I'm old enough to know better and young enough to still do it. So I love that, because I can do whatever I want to do. And, that's it. I love the space that I'm in right now.
I've listened to your songs, and each song has a whole different you, in a sense.
Yeah.
And I see the structure and the substance that you're really putting into it. When you listen to an artist, you have to listen to everything to actually create that chemistry, so you can actually evaluate yourself. Mm-hmm. But we're going to come right back, and we're going to listen to one of your tracks right now. Thank you. What you want to do is, after we finish with it, we're going to collaborate on it, and we're going to talk about that. Okay. So, viewers, stay tuned for my guest, Beth.
Thank you.
For the Love House.
The dynamic soul sounds of
for the love
DJ
of
Tyrone Lowe. DJ Tyrone Lowe.
That's nice.
The dynamic soul sounds of DJ Tyrone Lowe.
Our time. Y'all had a chance to shine, and we'll be cutting y'all in front of that line. You either out or you riding. My homie right beside me with a hustling persona and a crown full of diamonds. Climbing these charts and you ain't stopping a profit. She's staying on fire like the back of a damn rocket. Total control, cold as the North Pole, busting these flows. It's our time to blow. So just
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
We got some fun people in the house tonight.
This is our house.
We're back. This is my show, The Legends. My name is Tyrone Lowe, and my guest, her name is Beth. Hey, Beth.
Hey.
The track that we just heard, would you tell the viewers the name of it and how you actually came about it?
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite songs right now. It's called
It has a lot of energy. It has a lot of energy.
Thank you.
You know.
I had a lot of fun working on it. That song is produced by Marcus Devine. It is a single we dropped in March, and it'll also be on my album in the first quarter of 2022. And I just wanted something with a different feel. I love West Coast funk. I love funk, and I just wanted something different. So when Devine brought me that track, I loved it. And then we reached out to Swifty McVeigh from D12 and asked him to put something on the track, and he did. And it just felt really good. It felt fun. And we wanted something to just encourage people coming out of the pandemic, coming out of, well, we're still in it, but out of 2020, to still push and still encourage themselves. And if there was something that they wanted to do, something they want to accomplish, something they want to be, you still got next, you still got time to do it. So the song just to uplift and to encourage people and just to do it with a fun, funky West Coast beat. So that was fun.
Speaking of the pandemic, how has it been to you?
I've worked through the entire thing in terms of just recording and just, keeping busy and trying to stay safe, and being at home as much as possible. I still had to travel. I still had to work. There were some things that I had to do. But my family's been blessed, and
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
As an artist, we listen to a lot of artists. We're influenced by a lot of artists, and if you had to actually record or actually do something with an artist of your choice right now, who would you actually think that would be?
Ooh, there's a couple.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, my absolute favorite artist of all times is Whitney Houston. I would love to have been able to collaborate something with her or have her produce or just coach me vocally. I did get a chance to work with her. I was her stand-in and her body double when she filmed Sparkle here in Detroit a couple years ago. Okay. And that was the last movie that she filmed. So I was able to work with her. I was able to talk to her, able to share with her. And she and I have the same birthday, which is so amazing to me. I share the same birthday with my absolute favorite singer in the whole entire world. So, she would be number one. I would love to sing on a track with Snoop. He's my favorite rapper. Okay. I would love to do something with Dougie Fresh. I love him. Mm-hmm. And to do, let's say, a male artist, probably Luther, if he was here. I would love to do something with him.
Why not Johnny Gill?
That's the diversity of what I like. I love rap, but I love good R&B,
And why not Johnny Gill?
Johnny Gill is cool too.
I'm only kidding with you. I'm just trying to hype it up a little bit here.
Listen, Johnny Gill is all that. He's incredible.
Okay. I'm just putting it out there. I don't know why I said that, but it just came to my head, and I figured, why not? He's in a class by itself.
He's great. He is.
You know what I'm saying?
Great. Yeah, he's great. He's great.
So, let's get back to your label. Okay. Have you incorporated any artists on your label? Are you seeking any artists on your label right now?
That is something we're looking at right now. And that is something actually we talked about last year that I wanted to do. It's on the list to do.
Okay.
And I wanted to, what I want to do, the main thing of one of the things I want to do is to make sure that whoever I work with, and then I take them under the umbrella of Anise Records, I'm able to give them as much knowledge as I possibly can.
Right.
And so there's some things I'm still learning. And I'm still building my team. My team is pretty much solid, but we're still figuring out some things. And before I bring somebody else in, I need to have everything exactly the way I want it. And I've only put out one full album, but then I put out like 5 or 6 singles. So I want to make sure I put out my second album and visit that and see what that's like. But most definitely, I absolutely want to have artists on my label. Yes, that is the evolution of Anise Records to grow.
I usually ask all my artists when I interview them, is there any type of advice you can give them as far as through some of your experiences to encourage them? So maybe they may not make any type of mistakes, and to encourage them to have an even flow in their career.
One of the main things I always tell people is don't do it for the money. You have to do it for the love and for the gifting that you have, and your money will come when you dedicate yourself and you study. You surround yourself around people that are able to teach you and help you, and you surround yourself with people that are going in the same direction, then you can't help but to win or to be successful. So it has to really be a mindset. Our social media that we have these days makes people think that they're going to just be famous overnight. And you do see that happen sometimes. But then you also do see those people sometimes crash and burn because they haven't had a proper foundation laid for them, and they don't have the right people around them to make sure that they have a safe place to fall back on, or that they will be successful. So that's what I would tell them.
I would like to know, what you're going to be doing next. Anything that you want the viewers to know about that's upcoming that you might, want them to actually know or to look out for?
Yeah, actually, there are several things. My life was, in 2017, I released an album and had no idea what it was going to do. And now it has evolved into me doing a television show. It has evolved into me releasing a book next month. It's evolved into me releasing an album next year. I have a Christmas single coming in November. So, just keep up with me. There's a lot of things that we're doing. I'll be on the road with Najee. I still work with Kim. I'll be on the road with him. It's just, my schedule is just, it just kind of just goes. And I'm loving the process of growing and evolving. So, yeah.
That's kind of cool. You have things to look forward to.
Absolutely.
And I think that's quite encouraging to other artists as well to, build their platforms and their foundations and also give it substance as well. Let's talk about you in general as a person. What is your energy like inside? What type of self-satisfaction are you going through with yourself as far as your career is concerned?
Well, I'm a Leo, so I'm always upbeat. I'm always happy. I'm always going to sparkle. So that's just me. And I'm always looking for projects to do. So, as an artist, I have to be true to myself and make sure that I invest in myself and I continue to desire to evolve. You have to desire to evolve. If you don't want to do anything, that's on you. I love working. I love looking for work. I love being innovative. I love being creative. I can't help it. That's what I love to do. So I'm always going to look for something to grow Beth and to grow my mind and to grow my spirit and to grow physically. I'm, the gym, eating healthy, reading, resting, all of those things. I'm always doing that so that I can evolve and grow.
Okay. Let's talk about your spirituality. Everybody's not spiritually inclined. And where are you at with that?
In terms of, like, are you asking what I believe, or?
Well, some people say they put God first.
Okay.
And some other people say, well, I don't believe in God. So, I'm just curious to see, because you have a lot of good things going your way. And I'm a true believer of God. So I just like to know, are you as well?
Yes. And, my answer, some people may or may not like my answer. I believe in God. I believe there's a higher power, but I also believe faith without works is dead. So you can believe in God all day long and not do anything.
Well said.
Well said. So I believe that I've been able to grow and evolve because I wanted to, and I put forth an effort. And I believe when you put forth an effort, then your efforts will be blessed, especially if you're going about it the right way.
Exactly.
And you have good intentions in your heart. There are times that you see people and they sit up and they'll pray all day, but they won't do anything else. Right. And they believe that God has forsaken them, or there's something wrong with them. And no, it's them. They're not doing anything. So, I honestly believe I believe that people can be successful no matter what they believe in if you put the effort in. So I would never come across a person whose beliefs were different than mine and not think that they wouldn't be successful. Because the scripture, I believe, faith without works is dead. Is universal. That goes with anything. If you don't do anything, you ain't gonna get nothing.
Okay. So, Beth, I've been flattered. I am flattered to have you on my show. We have to wrap it up, unfortunately. But I'm glad that you share your strength, hope, and your inspirations to a lot of people out there. And I believe it should come back to you. But this is another T-Love video production. And my guest, Beth, she shared some stuff today, and I hope you all get with it. So stay tuned for another T-Love video production. Thank you, Beth.
Thank you for having me.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
Don't turn around. You ain't really down. Playing the games you do. Someday, everything will be alright. Know that different people make the world go round.
Because of you, my dreams are coming true.
That erases my rainy day.
Right now, I don't care who's watching.
For whatever the reason there might be.
With your love by my side, the world will be mine. You're the one for me.
Yeah.
Every day I look in the mirror looking back at me. I see a girl so full of life, she just wants to be happy. I've been through some things, been through the storm and rain, and I know I just gotta release. Time can heal a wound, time can heal the pain, but will I be whole again? Wanna be free, let it go and be free. I wanna be free, let it go and be free. I've been through some things, now it's gonna change. No more crying as of today. Gotta let it go, free, let it go and be free. Before, pushed and pulled on so many doors, but I never gave up on me. Learned how to guard my heart, love and still think smart, cause hurt you can't foresee. Now I know I'll go on and be okay. All these memories, part of my history, I can't be stuck in yesterday.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.